Alright, today we're going to show you how to replace the recoil rope on a Briggs and Stratton engine. This happens to be a big 6 snapper lawnmower, and when I tried to start it, it just snapped right off. I'm guessing with the length of the line that's here that it snapped somewhere near the end, so probably could even use the same line. Otherwise, we'll use a new line if we have to. So the first thing we're going to do is start by taking off the top. Alright, 2 screws there. A little bit of grass. Alright, up inside here, the gas tank is actually attached around here using a couple of bolts that happen to be 5/16, and we'll loosen those up. Looks like there's only 3. We can just tip this back. Alright, now we got a couple of bolts on the front. There's also a couple of bolts in the back. So in front we're looking at 3/8. Alright, I was wrong about the bolts in the back. Those are also 3/8, just like the ones in the front. I'll give you an idea of where those are at. They're down here like this. Helps to be unloosened, not tightened. Okay. One more thing is the oil fill tube here is also attached to the top, and we'll have to take that off. Okay, using the 5/16 socket again, remove that bolt. And if you pull up gently on the tube, it'll actually come out of its hole down below. And try not to get any crud falling in if you do pull that out. There you go. Let's turn it around. Alright, just screw back in the hole there so we don't lose track of it. And now with the 4 bolts taken out of the cover, the gas tank out of the way, and the oil fill out of the way, we should be able to just lift this right off. And here's the recoil. And there's the line that broke off. So, like I suspected, it was right at the very end. So we'll just use the same line. Alright, so we're going to use the same line that we had before, because it really just broke off very close. So I'm going to do is cut this off, get a nice clean edge, and actually there we go. So that's ready. And then you want to grab the recoil here. And the line is going to go in here. And it needs to come out this way and coil back up that way. So to make it do that, what you want to do is you want to get on the inside here. You want to start spinning this counterclockwise from this angle. And what you're doing is you're winding up the spring. Alright, I don't want, that's as far as it'll go. I'm going to back off just a little bit. And take a note that right here is where the line is going to come through. It's going to go through here and into there. And now, to keep it from winding itself back down, take a screwdriver or something, put it in there. Then from the outside, you want to feed it into this outside hole and kind of eyeball it and get it to come back through that way. There we go. Put a little knot in the end. Make sure it's good and tight. Pull out the slack. And now hold the rope. Pull your screwdriver out. And then slowly let the rope go. And it'll wind itself back up. And there you go. You've just reloaded your recoil starter. Now you put it back on the lawnmower and you're back in business. Alright, now back at the mower. We'll take our recoil starter. Now sometimes it's tricky because the flywheel has a magnet, and right now the magnet's back here, so putting this on, it's getting stuck on the magnet. So what I'll do is stick the magnet up here toward the coil. And then we need to slip this down, get everything lined up again. There we go. Two bolts in the front. Two bolts in the back. I find it's much easier if you do not tighten anything until you get all the bolts started. Okay, those 4 bolts are all in. we'll come around on the back side here, and we'll reattach the oil fill. There we go. There we go. Now we got to get the gas tank back in place. Sorry about the jostling. Now the 3 bolts that we took out of the top for the plastic gas tank part has kind of a shoulder on it. So 3 of those. Again, don't tighten them just yet, in case you got to jiggle things around. Just get them started. Now, okay, so now that we've got the gas tank in place, we need to feed the rope up through here. So we'll release the engine brake. There we go. There we are. One last thing, put this in place.